This is Dr. Perry from A Sculpted You. Now I'd like to talk about how fat can be good and even slimming. So how can this be? Because of the advances with fat injection. First, let's discuss why fat injection is done and how it's performed. As I always tell my patients, in some ways, fat is a lot like hair. The few places that you want to keep it, you lose it, and all those places you don't want it, you get it. This is because fat cells in some areas are just like the hair follicles on the top of a man's head and are programmed to shrink away as we mature. While in other areas of the face and body, hair and fat not only stay put, but get more pronounced. And unfortunately, those always seem to be the most unwanted places. Best examples of losing fat where you want it and gaining it where you don't is in the face. We lose fat in the brows, the temples, the cheeks, the lips, and the chin, but tend to gain fat in the jowls and under the chin. With fat injection, we can literally give back what time has taken away. This patient is a very good example of losing fat in key areas, but gaining fat in unwanted areas. There is early loss of volume in the brows, so they are just beginning to descend, and they will eventually create a sad look. Note the depression where the lower eyelid meets the cheek. This is from the loss of volume at the lower rim of the eye socket. This is a common reason for the appearance of bags under the lower eyelids. The cheeks themselves also have a drawn look. Because of this loss of volume, the cheek descends, making the cheek lip fold deeper. The lips are flattening and losing their sensual fullness and shape. As the chin shrinks, it will get a dimpled appearance. Shrinkage on the side of the chin also emphasizes the appearance of the jowls. Also note the typical areas where she's gained fat. Fat accumulation in the jowls and under the chin contributes to an unflattering appearance. Let's look at the difference after the procedure. A small amount of fat in the brow gives a slight elevation and a more pleasing contour. Adding volume to cheek minimizes the appearance of the bags under the eyes. It also slightly lifts and sculpts the middle of the face. The increase in volume in the superior cheek creates more definition and gives the appearance of having lost weight. The lips are now much more sensual. Adding fat to the chin and part of the jawline, and at the same time removing fat from the jowls and under the chin, creates a more defined and attractive neckline. These results are why, as a sculptor, I love these techniques. I can truly sculpt a face to create an overall result that is more youthful, attractive, and even a more glamorous face. So how is fat injection done? Just like with a hair transplant, the fat is taken from one area and transplanted to an area where it's needed. It's best to select fat from one of those problem areas where the fat just won't go away. Remember, we want those fat cells that are destined to be there for a lifetime. So fat injection is the best of both worlds. We take fat from the problem areas and put it in areas where we need it. I like to think of this as the ultimate in recycling. Common areas to get the fat from are the love handles and belly. Women also tend to have fat deposits in their upper thighs and back of the arm. Removing fat is a lot like a mini liposuction. But unlike liposuction, the fat must be treated gently, so only the least suction possible is used to remove it, and the fat must be kept sterile for injection. While careful attention to detail is important at every step of the process, the most critical part is the injection. Here, the keys are precision and artistry. Careful placement must be performed with an understanding of the aesthetic three-dimensional proportions that create naturally appearing youth and beauty. As an award-winning sculptor, I apply my talents and knowledge and insights in performing all my procedures. If you would like to learn more about fat injection, visit our website at asculptedyou.com and email us if you have any questions. Thank you.